Welcome back to Virtual Wine School. This is our 4th wine class. I know, which is crazy. We just seem to be changing locations every time. So, keeping you on your toes.
On your toes.
Yeah. So this class is Splurge versus Economy. We were excited to do this one because I think a lot of people just automatically assume that the more expensive the wine, the better it is.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Which I've found not necessarily the case. So, this class, the economy portion of it, so our budget wines, they were either $15 or less in price per bottle.
Right.
Our Splurge ones, because we do have to stick within a budget, it's only $35 for the class, so we didn't go too crazy.
But that's still more than I would pay for a bottle of wine.
Yeah, so I chose $30 or more. So we are in a $30 to $60 range for all of our Splurge wines for this class, okay? This is going to be 5 wines, 2 are white, 3 are red. We have, now Alyssa is going to be actually sampling me today, so I don't know which wines are which. She knows, I do not know.
Yeah.
So each round, she's going to be pouring me, for our first round, sparkling wine. So she'll know which wine is the expensive one and which one is the cheap one. I will not. Every round, I'm just going to be picking which wine I like more. My goal is to not pick all cheap or all expensive. I wouldn't probably be able to do that anyway, but I just want to pick what I like best out of both.
Yeah.
So, and then you might like every single one that's really pricey and good for you, and I hope you have a really nice wine budget, because I don't. So, but I think this is going to be a really fun class, and we have the food that we have tonight. I have, for the 2 white wines, we had Luke make so we had this idea of taking something like is something that's cheap, like your college ramen.
Yeah.
So we took the idea of ramen and we made it a little bit more upscale.
Classy.
Yeah.
This isn't your average cup of noodle.
Yeah, not your average cup of noodle here, okay? So Luke, for the first 2 wines, the white wines, he did make a nice Asian broth, ramen, green onions, some peanuts, pork belly.
Yes.
What else is in there? Carrots.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a really nice ramen. So I think that'll pair well with our first 2 wines.
Yes.
And then the 3 reds, we did the opposite. We took this idea of a really classy, formal dish, and we kind of made it more home style. So we did a dish called Steak Diane, and it's just a really nice grilled piece of steak over a mashed potato bomb.
Yeah.
And then the sauce that is with this dish is really, really, it's very savory and creamy and delicious.
Yeah.
So we wanted to do that for the idea of Splurge versus Economy.
Right.
All right. Also, one thing that's a little bit different about this class, you guys will notice, your samples are half of the size as they normally would be. So instead of getting a 2-ounce sample, everybody's just getting a 1-ounce sample of all 10 wines. That's just because of the cost. The more expensive wines, we just couldn't. I would have to probably charge like close to $50 a person if everybody was getting 2-ounce samples.
Right.
So we decided to cut our little cost right there. So, all right.
You ready?
I'm excited.
Okay. Me too.
Okay, so while she's pouring, I will let you guys know, like I said, our first round is sparkling wine. I'll let you know the wines that I picked. Obviously, I don't know which one's which, like I said, but I picked a sparkling wine from Washington State. We've had this in a couple of our other classes. It's a really delicious sparkling wine. It's Domaine Saint Michel. And then I also picked from the Champagne region of France, Perrier Joulet. That is a pretty well-known brand of champagne. So a couple things about both of these wines. They're both made the same exact method. That was important when I was choosing these. So that, because if you drink maybe like a cava next to a champagne, they taste like 2 different ones. So that would be hard to decide which one was better.
And these are both rated really high.
Yeah, 90 points for both of them. So when you're looking points don't always matter. They don't matter that much to me, but they matter to some people. When you are looking at points, it's very important to have the vintage year. Except sparkling wine does not actually, a lot of them do not have a vintage year attached to them. And it's because it is so hard to get so many
In 1 year.
so many great grapes in 1 year. They almost always blend years, so it always says NV, non-vintage. So, but yeah, both of these Wine Spectre 90 points for both.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'm just looking at both of these now. They're both about the same color. I would say I'm going to be calling the wine on my left wine number 1 through the
Yes.
whole thing. Okay. I would say that wine number 1 has maybe a little bit more yellow. And wine number 2 is a little bit more like gold or straw. Yeah, that's what I would say. All right. Ooh, smells delicious. Ooh. So both wines are definitely high in acid, a lot of like lime zest. Like little shams to start your day off, right? Ooh, that one's delicious.
Yeah, the first one.
This is like a, I don't get a ton of like bready or like brioche, but I do get more like that sour, like Granny Smith apple.
Yeah.
A little sour right at the end. Now this one smells like it's going to be a little bit more on that toasty, bready side. That it is a little bit, yeah. Right at the end. I don't know which one I like more.
I know which one I like more.
All right. I'm going to decide here. You're very confident.
I'm real.
Do you think it's confident because
No.
you know?
Because I don't remember right now. Thank God I have it written down. I just don't really love that second one. It's not what I want to wake up to at 9 a.m. It's 1:30ish. It's not 9 a.m.
By the way, Alyssa doesn't wake up at 9 and start drinking champagne. Ooh. Okay. Do you want me to tell you which one I like now, or should I wait?
Tell me which one you like. Well, tell me now because you might forget.
Okay.
Champs.
I like wine number 1.
Okay.
And here's why I like wine number 1, which could be why you don't like wine number 1.
No, I like number 1.
Right. And
Oh,
that.
yeah. There's more people.
More
This
people
isn't
than
for us.
Just do this a casual Monday. I like wine number 1 because I personally do not like those bready or toasty or brioche notes that some champagnes have or sparkling wines have. So I prefer the more fruit forward, a little bit tart, sour apple type of
Yeah.
champagne.
I agree.
Yeah.
I definitely agree.
Okay, so we are going to reveal every round which one is which. And my pick for the first round, the sparkling wine, was wine number 1.
Yeah.
And should I say what I think it is?
If you weren't feeling strong about it. No, I like it. That's fun.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
She gets them all right.
I think it is Domaine Saint Michel. And I think that, is it correct? Oh, okay. I think that that one was easy for me to guess. We have had it before.
Yeah.
But I do know that traditionally, real champagne that is made in Champagne, France has that really bready brioche bun quality
Okay.
about it. Like I said, I did not like that. But I think that's why I knew that wine number 1 was not
Right.
So it's a little like the guide I used, I guess. Price difference. This is, and I could be a couple dollars off because I actually don't have them written down, but Domaine Saint Michel is $12.99, and Perrier Joulet, we actually got it on sale, but normally it is around $49 a bottle.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go to wine number 2.
2.
Okay, this one is this round we're doing sparkling wine. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
we're doing Sauvignon Blanc. They are, okay. Couple things about why I chose which ones I chose. I'm stuck with New Zealand. I think that's a really great area for Sauvignon Blanc, one of the best representation of the Sauvignon Blanc that I think everybody's kind of used to. Both of these wines are also a 2019 vintage, which has happened. So we will see which one of these we like better. So wine number, I'm going to call wine number 1. I'm going to take those.
Yeah, sorry.
That's okay. Wine number 1, again, will be on my left, guys. Wine number 2 on my right. These 2 wines, you have Oyster Bay, and then you also have Cloudy Bay.
Yeah.
Very bay.
Bay.
Yeah.
Baby.
So, Oyster Bay is around, let's say $10.99
Yeah.
a bottle. Cloudy Bay was actually the least expensive of all of our Splurge wine, and that was at like $32.
Okay.
So, we'll see which one we like more. Yeah. I would say, just looking at the color, they're like basically the same color. I wouldn't say that one is more tinted green than the other, or yellow. They're pretty pale in color. What is that?
I know. The second
I
one's
need my
not
mouth
good.
water. Okay, so on the nose, you definitely get that like limey grapefruit number 1. A lot of grapefruit.
Yeah, for sure.
This one's a little less grapefruit. Maybe a little bit more like
I'm getting, like,
herbaceous.
I'm getting like lime.
Lime,
Not wrong.
something sour,
Yeah.
like lime candies.
Ooh.
All right. Ooh, super grapefruit. Grapefruit, that petrol.
Yes.
Sometimes you
yes,
get with
yes,
Sauvignon
yes.
Blanc. Petrol and this is high acid,
Yeah.
so you got your gushers going
Yeah.
for sure. Okay, wine number 2. Ooh. This wine is like a souped up version of this one.
100%.
And I don't know what I don't know.
I know what I
You know, she's so committed. I have to like think about like, where am I when I'm drinking one of these wines? Like, are we at the pool party, or are we like having a fancy dinner?
like. Yeah.
Steak Diane. Some steak Diane.
What do you think?
I think I like wine number 1 more.
Wow.
I think I like wine number 1 more.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with 1.
Okay.
Okay.
Why?
Like I said, this is like
Jazzed up.
like a louder version of this one.
Love that. A louder version.
Mm-hmm. You and me.
I'm just like Tam with the louder version. Thank you. Love that.
Love that for us.
I am who I am. I like what I like.
All right. All right, I'm gonna go with number 1, and I'm gonna call it. I really don't know.
I don't remember, so whatever you say.
I am gonna call it Cloudy Bay.
Yeah.
Well, that's weird because I've never drank this before, but I have had Oyster Bay before.
Really? That's probably why maybe.
We really aren't. We didn't like make this happen.
We would never do that to you guys.
No. I'd rather watch myself fail. Okay. And this one? Oh yeah, this is the
The
other one.
oyster.
Oyster Bay.
The oyster bay.
Leland, both from Marlboro. Okay. All right.
Good job.
Thanks.
Impressive.
No, there's no wrong answers though.
No wrong answers. It's just impressive that you like knew that was probably bad.
We'll see. We'll see if I can keep it going. When we get into reds, it's gonna get tricky.
I'm excited about these reds.
I know, me too.
What's next?
I am just gonna do a little Scotia water in my glasses here. Here, you wanna use some of that.
Yeah.
Remember, guys, if we're going too fast,
Yeah,
just
you pause whatever you want.
We're gonna snack. If you need a little snack. If you're not ready for dinner yet. Bathroom break. Whatever.
Feed your cat.
Feed your cat or your children.
Oh.
Hopefully they're sleeping. You're doing this class. We're outside. Okay.
Alright, Pinot Noir.
Pinot Noir.
Tell us about our Pinot Noirs.
All right. So we have two Pinot Noirs today, both from California, but they're from different areas in California. The economy one is Mark West. It's a 2018 vintage, and the other one, our Splurge, is Domaine Caneros Estate. Is a 2016 vintage, and it's from the Caneros area in California. Okay. Both of these are going to be like a medium bodied wine. Pinot Noir doesn't really ever go into full body. So let's look and see the color here. I would say
It looked pretty similar, huh?
they look pretty similar. Maybe wine number 2 a little bit darker, not as I don't know. I would even call them the same probably,
Yeah.
honestly. Okay. Northwest.
That smells delicious, the first one.
Northwest and Domaine Caneros. They both smell really, really good. So when just looking at, let's say the legs on both of these wines are pretty similar. They're say like not super fast, but
They both smell great.
yeah, this one I'm getting maybe even like a little floral, like a violet, or does that warm you up?
That warmed me up.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh, I don't know. How do you choose between these guys?
Whoa. That's a little. They taste different.
Yeah, they're both delicious. Though.
This one has a little bit more of like a dust or like a leather.
Yes.
This one. That one's a little bit more of that red ripe fruit, like red berries, like maybe some plum.
I'm getting like a dark chocolate covered some type of breadfruit.
Ooh. I do get that. But like bitter chocolate. I don't. This is hard for me to pick
I know.
which one I like because I like them both and they're different from each other.
Okay. What do I want to drink?
Where are we?
Where are we? Are we on like?
Are we at a ski resort? End of the day, we just.
Ooh.
Yeah. Like, where are we? Am I outside in the crunchy fall? Where am I? This wine for every scenario.
Number one's crunchy fall. Two is the ski resort.
I don't disagree with that. And I'm gonna go with 2.
Really?
I just think this is like a really beautiful wine. It has a nice long, like it has a good finish. But I would easily love drinking number 1. I'm gonna go with number 2 for this one.
Okay. I think I want to pick number 1.
Okay.
Okay. You ready?
I don't know which one. I wouldn't even be.
Which one of these have you had before?
Northwest, the cheap one.
Okay.
I can't tell if. I'm just to pick one. I'm gonna go with number 2 is Northwest.
Okay, the one that you like more.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna start off with Pinot Noir number 1.
The expensive guy. Oh.
Yes, ma'am. So that's number 3
I
for
secretly
you.
thought number 2 was that one.
Really?
I was like,
I mean, that's delicious.
because in my head I don't want to pick which one I like more. I think it's more expensive.
No, you're just here to pick which one you like more.
I know. And I liked wine number 2 more, which is Mark West, $10.99 a bottle.
Get down with that.
Right? And this first wine, the main Caneros, is, I want to say like $45 a bottle.
It's a pretty penny for my pocket.
Yes.
So I like this one more now.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Good job.
Good job, Mark West. You know how to do it.
Good job, Marky Bar. That's what they call him
I bet that's what they call it. I mean, I won't let this go to waste.
No. It's weird. Do we like red wines more than white wines?
You can just get rid of this. We're not going to dump anywhere else.
Okay.
Okay.
Good job.
We're moving right along here.
Moving right along. Up next we have.
Ooh.
Oh.
Okay, so a little background story. When we first did this class, when we got the wines into this class, I found this wine that I've probably been wanting to try for like at least 5 years. Okay? It's from this really small area in France called Châteauneuf-du-Pape. That area in France was actually the first place in France for grapes to grow.
Yeah.
So it's just this, it's a very meaningful place for the wine world in France, okay? Some of the most expensive bottles ever come out of this area. It is a little tiny area. Now again, when you have a lot of French wine, we'll show you the label actually, or you can put like a little, there'll be a screenshot of the label. They do not, in France, a lot of other old world countries, they don't list on there it doesn't say Merlot or Cab. The name is what area you're in.
Right.
So it'll say Châteauneuf-du-Pape on the bottle. In that specific area, they have 11 areas inside of that area regions where they grow wine. Each one is allowed to include, I believe, 12 to 18 grapes in one blend. So this is a pretty Grenache Syrah heavy area.
Right.
Okay. This is one of these wines is the most expensive bottle that we have tonight, and the other one is not I wouldn't say that. I think it's just like $10.99.
Okay.
I did get it on Chairman Select, so it was quoted at like $17.99.
Okay.
So I still felt like it was acceptable to get. The other one, so one of these is from Châteauneuf-du-Pape area, and the other one is from the Côtes-du-Rhône area, which is very close. Also just kind of an underrated area for French red wines. So I wanted to do something in comparison. Obviously I can't get a $300 bottle of Châteauneuf-du-Pape at a $50 bottle.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's kind of what I did with this. And when we got this wine in, I was so excited about it. I bought an extra bottle, and I brought it over to Alyssa's house, and I was like, I just want to try it.
Yeah.
And I was so excited about it, and I will tell you my reaction after I taste. Watch, I'll cry.
You'll get this one right away.
Yeah. Okay, so in this comparison, I would say that looking at the color of the wine is probably not a fair assessment as to quality or anything, because they are from two different areas, and more than likely a lot of different grape varietals are used in each one. Okay, so wine number 1.
Do you already?
Don't love that.
Interesting.
don't love either of them. You need to take a minute.
These things happen.
Okay. Get a little water.
Yeah.
If you ever get overwhelmed smelling, also, if you smell your forearm, it like resets your nose. If you ever need a part-time job at the perfume counter, there's a trick for you.
They're
Okay.
not really, neither of them are doing it for me.
This first one is a little bit pretty high tannin,
Yeah.
high acid, has this some sort of like a sour smell in the nose, but followed by some like really nice like red like red and black fruits maybe, red raspberry, black berries. The second one doesn't have that sour. It's more maybe like a little bit earthier.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
But this one, it has like more of like a damp. Something's damp.
Yeah. I want to say like it's like kind of musty.
Like a musk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't love either of these.
Me either. I agree. I would agree with that statement.
If I had to pick one, well, I have to. So I'd go with wine number 2.
Really?
Yeah. I can't get over like whatever the sour note is. But sometimes a
It
musk
is sour.
in a wine is like actually really nice.
Yeah, but I don't like.
I'm not saying it's great for this, but I can, out of the two, what I am conceiving as bad notes, I would take this one with me.
Okay, the first one I think.
Okay, you're number 1,
Yeah.
I'm number 2.
Well, we know what they are. Well, I know what they are. You also.
I don't know. I think,
Really?
yeah, because I tried the other one and I liked it.
So which one do you think is the Chateauneuf? We're gonna do a little reveal.
I'm probably wrong.
Number 1.
Number 1's a cheapie.
Cheapie. It's really weird that you didn't. Oh, hey, you can't win.
Can't win them all. The one wine that I've tried, well, the one round that I tried both of them, I did this wrong. I just really wanted to love this Chateau
You really
so
did
much that I
so
forced
much.
myself.
She was. I've never seen someone more disappointed. Like I've never seen someone more disappointed.
I was like, wait, maybe it just needs to aerate.
It was like
10
it was
minutes.
like the kind of disappointment where
Like you.
no, not this season, but like the past 350 seasons of the Browns. It's the kind of disappointment where they're almost in. Like it's almost there. You almost got that W, but disappointment.
Well, you got this year, you know?
Turn it around. We're looking pretty good. Things are moving up for
Things
us.
are happening. Alright, well,
That's all right.
I would never spend 50 or
Absolutely.
I would never spend $60 on this bottle of wine.
Absolutely not.
I would.
I'm not gonna lie. Also, I wouldn't spend $10.99.
No. Do we need to pick wines?
No, this is
This is the
It's
point.
okay. Sometimes it happens.
Also, guys, it's getting difficult to choose wines from the Hermitage Fine Wine and Good Spirits.
I think we've been through
The store is so huge, and I have a budget I keep within.
Yeah.
So it was nice to be able to branch out in this class.
Yeah.
Sorry about this. Yeah, this is
Sorry, wine gods.
yeah. There's the
There's
the
a
angel
$50
share.
$50 bottle of wine. Okay.
last one.
I'm interested about this one.
Me too. I think this is going to be a. This will be interesting. Okay, so for the Cabernet, the only thing that we picked together is they're both from California. The cheaper one, or economy one, is Avalon. It's a 2018 vintage. It is from Lodi. And the other one is Rutherford Hills. It is a 2015 vintage. And it is from Napa. Reason why I did not choose two Napa wines, you gotta pay for Napa Cab.
Yeah.
So my budget only allows one of those to be Napa Cab. So I did pick another really great area. Mostly Lodi is known for Red Zinfandel,
Yeah.
but I went out on a limb. Did a little Cabernet. So Avalon, the brand, has obviously a lot of different varietals, but they have two Cabernets. One is from Lodi, which we'll be having, and the other one is from Napa, and it's almost double the price. So, just a comparison, Napa, they can jack up their price tags because it's just the name. Which is kind of why, the reason why I wanted to do this class in the first place. Like, is it really money equal better?
I mean, the last one proved not.
Right. Well, yeah.
Well, yeah.
And the first one.
I know. Yeah. Yes.
That's
the
amazing,
first one's
Michelle,
crazy.
guys. If you buy a case of that and you keep it on standby,
Yeah.
it is delicious. All right, let's do this. Last one. I would say both of these are very similar in color. Wine number 2 has a little bit more of like a garnet, a little bit deeper
Yeah.
hue,
Mm-hmm.
right? More saturation. Color is something that, unless you are a real wine geek, and you can kind of pick wines just from like the hue, doesn't really matter too much. Legs on this wine very slow. This one's a little bit faster. Wine number 2 is a little bit faster.
Yeah.
So legs, guys, that represents usually quality, sugar content, and alcohol content.
Yeah.
Okay. So the faster, usually the lower quality, the lower in sugar, and the lower in alcohol.
Correct.
Okay.
That's correct.
Ooh.
They both smell great.
Ooh. The second one's a little bit more vanilla.
Yeah. Yes. I'll get down all day with that first one.
Ooh. These are both very delicious. This is like the opposite of the last round. I love both of these.
Both very good.
Two different scenarios though. I'm in two different places
I was
while I'm
just
having
gonna say.
these
I
wines.
was just going to say. That's
Where
correct.
are we at for wine number 1? Does anybody else do this? Is it just us? Do you like hypothetically think you're somewhere?
It really amps up the wine
You
tasting.
just feel it. Yeah, I'm having an experience.
Where are we drinking this at?
I could just be in my sweatpants at home on my couch, but I
Why
really
do
want
that
to
for
be.
anyone?
Yeah. Ooh.
That's delicious.
Love that. Love everything.
I want to
you're
drink
bringing
this by a campfire.
to the campfire.
Or indoor fire. Like a fireplace. On Christmas
Well,
Eve.
well, let's hope the building isn't on fire. It's just contained.
An indoor fire. Okay.
Wine number 2 has like a. I'm going back and forth. Like mocha-y or something, or like baking spices. Something at the end. I want this with a good steak.
Yeah.
I want somebody to take me out on a date and buy me a good steak.
What I'm saying is,
And then I would love to drink this while that's happening.
hopefully it's a cheaper one.
No, I'm not paying. Alyssa, are you gonna take me out on a date?
How did I know that was coming? What she's really saying is she needs me to take her out on a date for a steak. So it better be the cheaper one.
For you.
I can't decide which one I like more. Well, I can. I love them both.
I know, I love them both.
But I want to drink that all the time. This, I want to drink it, but special occasion.
One with you.
Okay, all right. Now, do you have any guesses?
I think it's Avalon.
For what, the first one?
Yeah. Yeah.
I got 4 and 5. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
So the first one is Avalon, which is the cheapo one.
The cheaper one. Avalon is like runs you $10 to $12 a bottle.
I can do that.
Yeah. Rutherford Hills. Is,
I've never had the Rutherford Hills.
this is really
It's
good.
very good.
But I would spend that if I, like, for an occasion. To give,
If
like,
I'm out like in Pittsburgh or
Yeah.
Cleveland,
then on
yeah.
the wine list, this would be $125 a bottle, by the way.
I would think well, I wouldn't pay for it. My fiance would pay for it.
Yeah, but I would give this as a gift to, like, somebody that, like, just bought a house or,
Oh, yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like a nice
yeah. Nice little anniversary present.
anniversary. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's very delicious.
Very good.
But
very good.
every day,
Every day is apple.
celebration.
Yeah.
Love that.
Every day is celebration.
You guys want to hang out with us
Okay.
more? Okay. So I hope everybody enjoyed this class. I
was
had a
fun.
lot of fun.
Me too.
We were a little rusty because we
Little
had a whole
rusty.
month off.
Before we filmed this, we were a little nervous. We were really
Yeah.
feeling it, and then we were getting prepared, and
I was
got
excited
excited.
because she got to do this for me because last time I got you.
Yeah.
You did the tasting.
Yeah.
Well, we-
So we're happy to be back.
we're back. So our next class is October 27th.
Right.
Bourbon night.
What? Switching it up.
Yeah, we're gonna learn all about the dark spirits. So
Eat a heavy carb dish before you go.
don't worry, we'll provide food, but maybe you just want to eat an entire loaf
Loaf
of
of
bread before you come, or sit at home and take this class.
That's a good one for out of class.
Oh yeah,
Bourbon.
yeah. I think it'll be fun. I think we're gonna we're gonna taste. I think we might do 4 or 5 bourbons on their own. And then
Summer
we're gonna
cocktails,
do,
right?
well, then in addition to that, we're gonna learn how to make 3 classic bourbon cocktails and then drink them. No, when you're tasting bourbon though, it's just like
A little
like a
sippy
scotch. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it'll be fun.
Yeah.
Do you need to eat some bread?
I'm gonna eat up probably 2 loaves of bread before. Shocker there.
All right, guys. Thank you so much again for attending Virtual Wine School with Tiam and Alyssa.
Woo!